Hi, welcome back to Game Room Crafts. I'm Kelly. This is my game room. Let's play. Today is October 1st, and this is part of the 13 Days of Halloween collaboration brought to you by Nerd Goblin Art. Today, I'm going to be trying out this new mold I got from Let's Resin. And it actually comes in a set. I'm only going to be doing one of them today. Okay, there are two molds. Mold number one is a ghost. You see him? He's so cute. He's got a little pumpkin hat on. So that's cute. And that ghost takes 9.9 fluid ounces, according to their label. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. This is a cat wearing a witch's hat, sitting on a pumpkin. And he takes 8.5 fluid ounces. We're going to do the cat today because I said so. And we will come back and do the ghost later on in the collaboration. 13 days. 13 days of spooky season. Spooky season is the kids' favorite season. She just absolutely loves spooky season. I can't even begin to tell you how many times we've watched Nightmare Before Christmas because apparently that is not a Christmas movie. That is a Halloween movie. Get it right, Mom. Okay, so we're going to do a kitty cat today. I'm going to keep the ghosty in the box. Keep it in here so he doesn't get mushed. I have so many molds. Mushing is a distinct possibility. So there's that. He goes in my to be done pile. And as you can see, he's kind of, I don't know. He might not be wobbly. If he's wobbly, then I'll just grab a couple of my jars to hold him up. So this is my plan. I'm going to use my chrome powders and get in there and do the hat. Then I'm going to cast my kitty in black. I'm going to stop at his feet. Let him kind of firm up a little bit, and then I will do the pumpkin. And I'm doing the pumpkin in translucent because my idea is that I want to, by the end of it, stick a electronic tea light candle underneath it and let him light up on my mantle for Halloween. I just get these at the Dollar Tree. I get like 3 for $1. They used to be more in a pack, but yeah, times are changing. Okay, so I'm going to mix up my resin. So it says 8.5 fluid ounces. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do 6 ounces because I'm stopping at the bottom of my kitty cat. I want him to be firm before I pour the rest of my pumpkin. Yeah, so I'm gonna pour 6. That's not first. First, I'm going to do my hat. So, for my hats, I'll use the chrome powders. Chrome powders, not crumb powders, chrome. Question is, what color should we make her hat? And since I'm not good with the color wheel, I'm calling the kid. Kid, I need your opinion on something. We are discussing what color we're going to burnish the hat because I decided to burnish the hat, then do the cat in black, let it sit for about a half hour to kind of firm up, and then I'm going to do the bottom in orange alcohol.
We talked about this yesterday.
Yeah, so what color did we decide to do the hat?
Purple.
Purple. This purple.
Yeah, like a warmish purple, and then the buckle. Is there?
There's a band.
Okay, and I was thinking then you could paint pen that after in gold.
Yes. Okay, so purple. Okay, so purple it is. We are going to flip her upside down. I think I'll try with the makeup sponge. If it doesn't work, then I'll move to a brush and get that whatever was on the cover off with my little eyeshadow sponge here. This is a long one, so I'm hoping that will, let us get right down to the tip of her conical hat. Okay, I think I'm going to do the brush because it might be a little bit easier. Just a wee bit. I wonder if... Oh, yes it is. Like, I wonder if she's small enough, soft enough that I can flip her inside out. Yeah, she is, sort of. I don't want to mess her up too much. Okay. Yeah, much easier. Because I can actually see what I'm doing. So I just flip the pumpkin down. There actually is a white spot down by the very tip of the hat. And I don't want that. I want it nice and purpley, chrome purple. Burnish that in. Okay. Now comes the unfun part of cleaning that up. Or whatever I didn't want. I'll take a baby wipe. Now, it was just me, I wouldn't care and I would just let it go. However, if this cat turns out purple, the kid will get mad at me. I wish I had some eyes. I don't have any eyes to put in here, but if I did, her eyes are nice and round and perfectly recessed. I could probably UV resin her some eyes. But as it stands, I do not have any eyes. So what I will do is when I am painting my hat later, I will just paint her some eyes. Probably black with a white dot. Okay, now the kid and I discussed just using resin with extra fine black glitter, not putting any mica in there, just loading it up with that extra fine black glitter. And I think that's probably what I'm going to do. And that will also fill up our hat, which will help the chrome powder stand out. I think I got it. Oops. I did it. I did it. I felt my finger do it. Dang it. Well, let's see. Yep. There it is. Big old white spot now. I apologize if I go off camera. I'm having a weird kind of day today. Actually, I'm having a normal day. It'd be weird if I stayed on camera the whole time. I try, people. I try. Okay, back to the kitty cat's head. Stay away from the hat. There we go. Using the fingernail. That's it. That's it. We're going to stop there. Okay, and I'm going to flip it back because molds don't like it when you leave them like that. Okay, so those are done. I'll wipe this down real quick. Now I'm going to mix up, let's see, they said 8.5 ounces. I'm thinking I'm going to do 9 ounces just because I can use whatever's left. Actually, I do have something that I need to do it in. So yeah, I'm going to mix up extra, but I'll pour out what I don't need and we'll go from there. Okay, hang on just a second. Okay, we're back. So this, I have a total of 12 ounces. I know it says I only need 8 for this, but I have some other things going on inside, and I figured it'd be better if I have clear in case I need to add 2. Now, with my glitter in here, and it's not just glitter, by the way, it is glitter and there's a little bit of glue in there. It is extra fine glitter, but I didn't want to take the chance that it was all going to fall down to the head and then the rest of my cat was not going to have any color. So I'm just scraping my sides because as we all know, glitter sucks. It's pretty, but working with it, not my favorite thing in the world. But unfortunately, you're not going to get that pizzazz unless you put in a little bit of glitter. So it is what it is. And if I want it to be what I want it to be, then I have to suck it up. And funny thing is, when the kid was a tiny kid, we had glitter everywhere. And here we go. Now I'm going to get it to just above her chin, and then I'm going to stop. And I'm going to squish that point of the hat. Actually, I'm going to squish the hat and the ears, because if we're going to get bubbles, that's where it's going to be. See right there? I squished the ear and I saw it go white, which means there's air there. And that's what's going to give you a big old ugly bubble. Okay. And there's her tail and there's her feet. I'm going to leave her alone at this point because I want her to kind of thicken up a bit before I decide to play with pumpkin. So I have all this extra. I will find something to do with it and I will bring you back when we're ready to do phase 2. See you in a bit. Okay, so I've got the resin mixed up with the Rosapar light orange alcohol ink and very little bit of crushed crystal. And that was the end of my mixing time anyway. I have here my plug that I made because I want to be able to put my tea light in there. Pour a little bit of orange. Okay, in the pool. That should do it. Now, the hope is that that will give us a recess to put my tea light candle in. If not, I will be sad. My other thought was, and I saw them do it. They did a video, an advertisement for this mold, which is how I got it. I saw the ad and I was like, ooh! They put clear resin with candy inside the pumpkin part. And I thought that was cool. The kid doesn't like the idea because number one, she said, you're wasting food. And number two, she said, wouldn't the candy, depending on what it is, either change the color of your resin or start to rot? And I'm thinking, yeah, but there are certain candies that you can use that it won't. I'm thinking I could use something like M&Ms, maybe Skittles, something like that. Oh, I should have used some of this glow in the dark powder in there. Dang it! See, after the fact, my brain sometimes does not bring. I decided with my leftover, I was going to pour some of my gems for my thing, and I make most of those glow in the dark. For my extras gems, I'm planning on doing something with that at some point. I don't know what. So I threw some glow powder in that extra resin. Anyway, so yeah, if this doesn't work, I can always do it again. That's the great thing about these things, that you can just do it over and over again, and you're limited only to what your imagination. I like the idea of the black cat though, so you probably only ever see me pour it as a black cat. Okay, so we're gonna let this do its thing. I'm not turning on the heat mat or anything. Just gonna let it do its own thing, because sometimes when you do the heat mat, it actually creates bubbles and makes it worse than it would have been initially. So I'm just gonna let it do its thing, and then I'll come back and check it, and hopefully this doesn't go sliding down the way. All right, we'll see you back on demold. See you soon. And we're back, and it is time to get our kitty out of the mold. I think I'm gonna demold it first and then pull out the plug. What do you think? Kid's like, okay, whatever. I don't care. Over pour here. I was like, why can't I get it? Because I wasn't touching the mold. That's why I couldn't get it. So that's gonna take some trimming, maybe deburring. Oh, I think I just cut myself. See, I already have a bandit on this finger.
Like, you gotta stop.
However, okay, so I can get I can get it down this far. Can I get it all the way up?
I would hope so.
Well, what Muppet are you? I don't think I can. Should we give it a spritz?
Stop.
What, soapy water?
No.
No. She doesn't like that, even though it works.
There is a dilemma.
What is the dilemma?
It's still kind of soft, so it bends when I pull too hard.
What? No, don't say that to me.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the camera.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm clumsy.
Is that your full name? Clumsy the Kid?
I'm leaving.
Like
I'm leaving, and I'm not coming back.
ever?
I'm kidding. I want to see the cat.
That's the only reason you're coming back, is you want to see the cat?
Because I want to pet the dog.
She wants to see the cat and pet the dog. It's all about the animals. She don't care about her mama.
I do care about my mama, but my mom is eventually going to come out of this room.
You think so? I've been here all day.
I noticed.
I'll be here all week.
I want my mom back.
Okay, there's the kitty. Huh? Look,
Stain
the purple stained the mold, but that's okay because it's not going to affect the mold when.
That's cute. I like that.
Yeah, we still have to see no buckle, but we'll have to do the band. Okay, so now just wiggle it. That's a good sound. Okay. Where's the light?
What light?
The light I gave you.
I put it down to help you with.
Can you turn it on? Okay. The tea light goes there. Does it fit? Tell me it fits. Come on. It does. Oh, now it's stuck. I pushed it too far. I guess I should have used the shorter one. In any case, it did work. As you can see. See that? That's so cool. Much cool kitty. I'll take you down so you can see what she looks like here. And I'm gonna color in her eyes. What do you think, kid? Should we,
Green.
Green. You want me to color the eyes green? Okay, we can do that. We'll color her eyes green. But first, I need to turn off this. Okay, so green. And I'm doing the whole thing, the whole round in green. Oh, wait a minute. I know.
You got a method?
I have a madness to my method.
Okay.
So I'm simply following the line of the eye about halfway, and then I stop, and then I come from the other side, following the line of the eye. Okay, come look.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Good job.
Okay, so if you do this, it's just ink. So any cleanup is easy with isopropyl alcohol. You just give it a spritz. Now, if you want this to be permanent, you could use a little bit of the UV bonding resin because this is matte. If you look at the color, it's not shiny. So if you wanted to, you could put a little bit of the UV resin and hit it with the light. Boom, done. Our kitty is done. Now, the only problem I have is that some of my glitter had gotten down onto the pumpkin, but that pretty much was not going to not happen because these are her claws. And as you can see, some of her claws don't have glitter in it. They're not black. So, I mean, got it as close as we could without painting the cat completely. I do have to clean it up and I will have to get my light out of there because it doesn't belong there. You can see this is still soft, like way soft. So,
Told you.
she did not just do it. I told you so.
I didn't say so.
Now, I could wait until it hardens up in a day. Probably by morning, I'd be able to do it. If not, definitely, by the afternoon because it will harden up, it will cure. But this is easier. Chris, if you wanted to wait, you could wait and then go around with the deburring tool. But this is a lot to get off with the deburring tool. So, like, I just tore it off and then clipped the remainder. Done. You said you wanted gold on her hat?
Yeah.
Is this the gold or is this the brown?
That's the gold.
How can you tell? Oh. I'm just going around the band of the hat. Have we named the cat yet?
No.
That's your job. You named the dog. Now you have to name the cat.
Ginger.
She's black. Why would you name her Ginger?
After that cat that we saw
At the adoption center.
yeah, who was a black cat named Ginger.
It's a black cat named. I mean that. Okay, I can see that. And again, when you're happy with the way it is and it's been cleaned and all of that good stuff, you can simply run some UV resin over it and it will be a permanent addition to what we did. Now, there was no way to have done it otherwise because of the way we did it. We used the chrome powder. Go around like that, clean up the mess. And when you're happy with it, then she's done. So that's it. Thanks for joining us in the game room. I had fun. I hope you did too. And I hope you learned something new. I know I sure did. We will see you tomorrow right back here in the game room. I know exactly what we're doing. We're going to have fun. In the meantime, don't forget to play. See you soon. Bye.